Hey, I'm Jesse Hunt with Unofficial. We're a web design and digital marketing agency located in downtown Memphis. Since 2002, I've been helping Mid-South businesses just like yours improve their websites and find more customers on the internet. Today, I'm going to perform a video website audit on your website that'll show you some areas for improvement that might be hurting your business. The entire audit will take 15 to 20 minutes and should leave you substantially more informed about what's working and what's not working so well on your website. I hope you'll find the audit informative and that you'll keep me in mind if you ever need some help working on your existing website or building a new one. Thanks a lot for watching. Let's get started.
Hey Amy, so here we are on the homepage of your website. As you can see, we're at www.danthecarpetmantn.com. What I want to do is take a few minutes, go through your website, click on a few of the links, talk about what I'm seeing here on the website, give you some pointers on things that I think you're doing well and maybe some things I think you're not doing so well at. From there, we'll take a look at some Google results. We'll see how your website's ranking there. We'll take a look and see if your website's mobile friendly. And then we'll come back to your website and we'll look at a few behind the scenes things that I've got using a few tools here on my computer in order to get a better understanding of what's happening behind the scenes from a technical standpoint with your website. So when I first land on your website, I noticed these big rotating pictures here. I guess that's the first thing that catches my eye. You know that the first one that came up, well, I'm going to refresh the page here so it'll load that first image again. This picture's blurry. Not all of them are blurry. Some of them look really good, but some of them are blurry. I think one of the first things I would recommend fixing is making sure all of your images are good and crisp and sharp looking. I mean, a lot of these look good, but the first one, the one that I see when I first load the page, it just looks blurry. And I think like this one right here, you can see the legs of the chair and all that were blurry. So besides that, I definitely think that you should put your contact information up here in the header somewhere. So I'd recommend getting your phone number and maybe a call to action. So, you know, like call now to speak with one of our professionals, or call now for a free quote, or something like that along with your phone number. I see you've got, come see us at our new location in Collierville, but on the homepage, there's really no call to action other than come see us. So there's nowhere to fill out a form in order to send you an email or anything like that. So I'd recommend having a call to action, encouraging people to call you, and then also probably encourage you to put a form maybe down, at the bottom of the screen that always stays visible, or something like that, that makes it real easy for people to request a quote or something like that. Keep the number of fields really short and to the point. So I would have just maybe name, phone number, and email address or something like that. You just want to get enough information that you can get in touch with people and get back in touch, call them and follow up and make the sale. The less fields you have, the more likely people will be to fill it out. So let's see. As I scroll down here, I do see that you've got the address to your Collierville location on the home page, but you don't seem to have the location for your Memphis store on the home page. I would recommend that maybe in the footer of every page on the website that you add your business name, your phone number, and your physical addresses for both stores. By doing that, it helps Google to make the connection between your address on your website and your addresses in your Google local listings and all around the internet. And Google wants to see that your name, address, and phone number information is really consistent across the internet. So you want to make sure that it's spelled exactly the same, written exactly the same way on your website, your Google listing, and then all the other directories around the internet that talk about you. All right, next we'll go to your About page here. I'm going to go back to the home page and look at one other thing. So the other thing I noticed here, you've only got 2 paragraphs here, and they're both fairly short. Google doesn't understand pretty pictures. Google understands text, lots and lots of text. And so my recommendation on the homepage would be add more text. By doing that, you'll improve the likelihood that you rank in Google for some of your keywords. All right, back to the About Us page. I noticed that you've got a Google map here. This is a good thing. Google really likes maps like that, particularly when it's their maps, because it helps them to make the connection between your website and your location, so that it adds more trustworthiness about that being where your actual location is. Also like that you've got one for your Collierville store right there. We'll talk more about Google Maps in just a minute. Photo albums. Photo albums are always good. Now Google doesn't really understand pictures very much. This doesn't help you a whole lot with Google, but this definitely helps potential customers to look at your website and see if you're the right people for their needs. contact us. So here you've got a little form. You've got your hours for each location and your addresses. This page looks good to me. I like this page a lot. Hardwood. When I go to your Hardwood page, you've got a whole bunch of pictures, but there's no text at all. Going back to what I said a minute ago, Google doesn't understand pictures, Google understands text. You absolutely need to add a lot of text to this page. I think you probably need somewhere in the 400 to 500 words range. Now it can be at the bottom of the page, put it below the pictures if you want, but you definitely need to get more text on there. Laminate, probably the same deal here. Yep, definitely need text there. Need to be talking about, buying laminate in Memphis, Memphis laminate, Collierville laminate, trying to fit your keywords into that text there. That's something I can help you with if you need assistance making that happen. Same thing with carpet. Really, it looks like all of your products pages need text and content in order to help you rank better in the Google results. Customer testimonials. These are good. I like customer testimonials. I might recommend that you choose a different font, something that's a little easier to read. This is kind of hard to read. And then it's always good if you include a picture or a video or something of the person that left the testimonial, if you can get one. It just helps to associate a little more trust with the testimonials. Now, see, you got a page for the Collierville store. I think that's good that you've got a page for it, but there's not enough text here. You need a lot more text on this page in order to improve your search engine rankings. So I'm going to pop another tab real quick and search. I meant to have this open before we got started, but I forgot. So this is Google's mobile friendly test. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy your website address. I'm going to come back over here to this mobile friendly test. I'm going to paste this in. And then while that test is running, we're going to go look at a few other things. So this is a Google search that I did. What I typed into Google here was Dan the Carpet Man Memphis. And what I was really looking to see is this listing right here. So it's really good that this showed up. That's exactly what I was hoping for. I see that you've got photos, you've got your address information, your hours here. I think all of that's good. So I'm glad to see that you've got a Google local listing for your Memphis location. Now, the next thing I did in this next tab, here I typed Dan the Carpet Man Collierville. I was really hoping to find exactly the same thing, another local listing, but this time I was hoping that I'd find one with your Collierville address. It didn't work though. This time, whenever I did Dan the Carpet Man Collierville, it pulled up your Memphis location here, so 1414 Bartlett Road, Memphis, Tennessee. I tried that search several different ways to try to make it show up and never could find a Collierville location. So I think what that means is that you don't actually have a Google local listing for your Collierville location, and I think that's a pretty big problem. By creating a Google local listing for your Collierville location and then optimizing that listing for the search engines, you'll greatly increase the likelihood that you'll show up in the local results in Collierville. And so I'd highly encourage you to create a Google local listing. Doing that's fairly easy. You can probably do that yourself. Now, if you want to get more aggressive and really optimize it and do some things that improve the likelihood that it'll show up in the search results, that gets a little more advanced. That's something I'd love to talk to you about if you want some help with that. That's something we do a lot of. So I'm going to close that. Next here, I tried to put myself in the shoes of somebody that might be a potential customer of yours. I said, well, if I was looking for what they're offering, what might I type into Google to find them? And I did several different searches here. I'm going to try to run through these pretty quick. But the first one I did was Memphis Hardwood Flooring. And here in the local results, so these local results, there's a number of things that go into this. One, having really consistent name, address, and phone number information on the internet is critical to showing up here. Two, having a good Google local listing that's optimized well. Having a website that's optimized well and that has some things built into it that kind of jive with that Google local listing so that Google can identify that the two go together really well. And then there's a few other things like having other websites linked back to you, and there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But long story short, you're not showing up here in this local result. I think that's a missed opportunity. That's something I can help you with if you'd like to talk more about that. This is really kind of our specialty is local search engine results. But as we scroll down then below that, these listings are what we call organic listings. You show up here, it's more about having a website that's built right with the right keywords in the right places, the right number of times, and having other websites linked back to your website using your keywords and like how old your website is. It's a little different algorithm, I guess you'd say, to rank here versus up here in the map results. But as we scroll down through here, you're not on the first page for this, what was the keyword, Memphis hardwood flooring, not at all on the first page for that. So if you want to sell more hardwood flooring in the Memphis area, then I think you're missing an opportunity here, and I definitely think this is something we could help you to get more business from your website by improving your search engine results. Next, I searched Memphis carpet. Again, you're not in the local results, and as we scroll down through here, you're not showing up at all on the first page of that particular result either. So Memphis carpet is the keyword I use there. Again, probably a missed opportunity, probably an opportunity to generate quite a bit of business by improving your website optimization and improving your search engine rankings. Next here I searched Memphis flooring. This time they didn't show the map result. Instead they showed a local listing for Memphis Flooring Co. Probably because the name of this business seems to Google like the most authoritative result for this Memphis flooring search result. But if we look down through here through the organic listings, you're not showing up at all on the first page of that search result either. So Memphis flooring not showing up there. Again, I think there's a substantial amount of traffic being left on the table here that you could be able to send to your website if there were some changes made in order to improve these search engine results. Next, I kind of shifted gears here. Since you've got a new location in Collierville, I wanted to see what the Collierville keywords looked like. So I did Collierville carpet. This time we get a local result for Allen's carpet and floor. If we scroll down through here though, you're not showing up at all on the first page of the organic search results. Again, probably a missed opportunity. And if you'll notice, I'm not clicking through to page 2 on any of these. Generally speaking, people that use Google don't go to page 2, and so I think it would be wasting time to go and click into deeper pages trying to find you. Next here, Hardwood Flooring, Collierville, TN. We've got 2 listings in the local results, Wilson floor coverings and classic hardwood floors. You're not showing up there. Here in the local results, in the organic results, you're not showing up at all in the top 10 for those either. So finally, I did Collierville flooring, not showing up at all in the local results. Scroll down through the organic results, and you're not showing up there at all either. I tried a number of different searches and could not find you in the local search results unless I searched specifically on your business name. So I think you're leaving a whole lot of business on the table. I think you're missing out on the potential to generate a lot more revenue through your website, and I really think I can help you with that if that's something you'd like to talk about. All right, back to this mobile friendly test that I ran earlier. All right, so Google says, awesome, this page is mobile friendly. That's a good thing. Google wants your website to be mobile friendly, and since you are, I'm not going to waste any time talking about that. Good job there. All right, if we come back to your website here, I'm going to go back to your home page, and then I'm going to look at this little utility I've got installed right here on my browser. Now, this is called the Google Tag Assistant. It scans through your website, and it looks for any Google tags that would be in the code of your website. Specifically, I was hoping to find a tag called Google Analytics, and here it is right here. It's installed. So that indicates that you are tracking your traffic through Google Analytics. I'm curious to know if you're watching that, if you're paying attention to it and actually looking at the traffic reports that they generate. It's really good data. So if you've got access to it, I'd encourage you to look at it. If you look at it and don't understand what it's talking about, give me a call. I'll be glad to walk you through it. It's really good stuff. It'll help you to better understand whether or not you're getting a good return on investment from your website. All right, last up here, I've got one other thing here installed on my browser. This is called SEO Quake, and this is their page SEO audit. This scans through the code of your website and gives me a real quick, concise report on what's been done to optimize your website for the search engines. So I've already run this on your home page. And actually, I take that back. I ran this on the carpet page. Let me go back and do it on the home page. Home, and do that, and that. All right, so now we've run it on your home page. All right, so the first thing I look at whenever I look at these reports is the title tag. I want to see that your title tag is optimized and includes some of your keywords. It's the most important place in order to put your keywords in order to rank in the search engines. Your title tag is Dan the Carpet Man. That's not a very good title. You really want to make sure that you got some keywords included in your title. So a better title might be something like Memphis carpet and hardwood flooring, Dan the Carpet Man, or something like that. Or maybe it's Dan the Carpet Man, hardwood flooring, and carpet in Memphis. something like that. We can discuss it and make sure that we get it right, but you want to make sure you have keywords in your title tags, and that you use a different title tag on every page of your website with different keywords on each page. Next up, meta description. You don't have any meta description right now on your website, and I think that's a problem. If we come back over here to the search result, so this text down here in your search engine listing right here, this is pulled from a meta description when you have one. When you don't have a meta description, Google just grabs some random text off the page. So where a meta description is really useful is it allows you to put some very compelling text there to tell Google, this is what you should tell people about our website in that little snippet in the search engine results. It gives you the ability to stand out from the competitors there. So a really compelling meta description can be the difference between you getting a new customer and your competitor getting a new customer. You definitely want to fix your meta description. Next up, headings. So headings are usually bold sections of text within the body of your website. So on your home page, like this welcome is probably a title heading tag. These bold text down here at the bottom, hardwood, laminate, carpet, LVT, tile and stone, those are probably heading tags. And indeed they are. You can see here, Dan the Carpet Man, hardwood floors and more, hardwood, laminate, carpet, LVT, tile, stone. So you really want to make sure that you incorporate keywords into your heading tags. It's kind of like a title tag. If you have a heading and it includes your keywords, then it makes Google go, oh, this is really important. That's why they put it in a heading tag. So when your keywords are included there, it helps you to rank better in the search engine results. Your heading tags definitely could use some work. Looks like you've got some problems with alt text on your images. That's a description of an image because Google doesn't understand pictures. They understand text. And alt text is basically where you can describe the image for Google to be able to understand. I would encourage you to add that. Text to HTML ratio. I talked earlier about needing more text on your website, and this report agrees with that assessment. Scrolling down here, your website's not specified a language. I don't think that's a huge deal, but if you're going to fix the rest of this stuff, I'd encourage you to fix that too. Looks like you've got some improper coding on the website. I haven't dug through your code to look for all that, but I would encourage you to figure out what's causing this and fix that. Missing micro formats, missing favicon. I'm not going to go into the technical details of all this stuff other than to say, long story short, there are definitely some things on your website that could be improved. There are definitely some things that are preventing you from ranking well in the search engines, as I showed you in the search results that I pulled up, and I'd love to help you with that. That's our specialty, and that's what we're good at, and so I'd love to have a chance to talk to you about it. So I'm going to wrap it up right there. Don't want to take up too much of your time or overwhelm you here. I appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. If I've mentioned some things that resonate with you and you agree with what I'm pointing out here, then let's talk and see if maybe it makes sense for us to work together. My cell phone number is 901-491-6490. I'll send this over to you in an email in a few minutes, and then I'll follow up in a couple days to make sure that you receive the email if I haven't heard back from you by then. But in the meantime, if you'd like to go ahead and chat once you watch the video while it's still fresh on your mind, pick up the phone and give me a buzz. 901-491-6490. Thanks a lot for taking the time to watch the video, and I look forward to talking to you real soon, Amy. Bye-bye.